Alright guys, how's it going here? And we're going to be using Mine-imator. Mine-imator is actually a really cool program that you can use to make Minecraft animations. It's actually really easy, a lot easier than you think, but it will take some time to get used to. And so we're going to get right in here. And the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to, over here, there's the add. We're going to add a character. So we're just going to add Steve here. But I mean, otherwise you can take his skin and you click this and you hit browse. And you can change it to any skin you want. You know, you can change it to, I don't know, villager farmer, I guess. So I mean, you can change it to yours or whatever. I like the default. I just choose Steve because, well, it is. We're just going to name him for YouTube. You can name whatever you want. It really doesn't matter. So now our character should be, there he is, Steve. So then the next thing you're probably going to want to do is you probably want a scenery. You know, nobody likes just a blank background. So we're going to hit add. We're going to go to scenery. Then right here where it says schematic, not loaded, we're going to hit the little 3 dots. And then we're going to go to schematics. And then you can choose anything you want. I don't know, let's do a grassy field schematic. So this is going to load up here. Then once it's done loading, you're going to see your schematic and stuff in the background. And so it kind of, as you can see, and right here it adds some blocks so your guy gets a little buried. But don't worry, you just click right here. It goes to your guy. You have your whole body. You know, don't have just the leg. Click away and you get your whole body. You can go to position and you get these little blue dots. And then just all you have to do is click the blue dot and you can raise them up. So it's not that hard. And then you come over here and make sure that he's just perfectly touching. Alright, there we go. So right, once you got your scenery all done, it really doesn't matter what you pick, but once you got your scenery all set, what the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to put your character where you want it to start off. So let's put the character over there, kind of right next to the tree. And if you want to spin them, you go to rotation. I believe it's the blue one. Yeah, you just spin. Or you can just click the Z right here, and there we go. So now your character, I mean, hopefully he's facing the right way that you want. Just make sure that you put him in the correct starting point, because otherwise your whole thing's probably going to be pretty screwed up from the start here. So once you get them in position that you want, almost. Alright, so once you get into the position you want, you know, you're going to click OK. And then make sure that everything's in position that you want. Make sure your scenery, you know, if you wanted to move a couple trees, if you wanted to move some of the grass around, if you want to do, you know, do whatever. Make sure you do it before you start animating, because otherwise it's going to get all screwed up, and I can guarantee you will not like it. So now that we have everything set up here, we're going to do a simple animation of, I don't know, him jumping maybe. So we're going to click on our first one. And at first, he's going to start off like this. He's just going to start off normal. Then, you usually want to go 5, maybe 10 frames. What we're going to do is we're going to take his left leg, and we don't, the rotation, and we're going to rotate it out a little bit. Then we're going to take his other leg, and we're going to rotate it out a little bit. Then we're going to take his other arms, and then you start spreading his arms a little bit. Go to the other arm, spread it a little bit. Then we're going to go to the next one. You know, 10 frame. We're going to go to his head. And he's going to move it up a little bit. Because you always look up when you go. And then we're going to take his arms. Probably move him up a little bit more. Because, you know, you reach up when you jump to make sure you get the full good jump. So he's going to start reaching up. His legs are going to spread out a little bit. Oh, wrong one. His legs are going to, oh, now you want, oh, that's because it's full body. Make sure you know, his legs going to spread out a little bit more. Legs spread out a little bit more. Alright, and then the 15th frame, we're going to take his arms, and we're going to finish rising them all the way up. It takes a little bit of practice, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty good. And then 15th, we're also going to select his whole body. And we're not going to go rotation, but we're going to go position. And we're going to take this blue arrow, and we're just going to rise him up a little bit. And then at 20, we're going to rise him up a little bit. And then at 25, we're going to rise him up a little more. And then at 30, and now this is going to be a slow jumping. The more, if you were to put, 20 and then 25, the whole jumping thing, I went from 15 to 30, I did little increments. But if you were to do from 15 to 20 and move the whole guy up, obviously his jumping animation will be faster. This one's going to be pretty slow. But right here, your arms, he's going to start. We're not going to move the position. Actually, change it. But the rotation is, oh, my bad. And we're going to start taking his arms. They're going to start going back down. Take the other arm, move it back down a little bit. And then we're going to take his legs. And they're going to go down a little bit. And his other leg going to go down a little bit. Then at 35, whole body. And it's a positioning. And he's going to go down a little bit. And as he's going down, he's going to move his head down a little bit. So now he's starting to look down at the ground as he's landing. And then his arms are going to go down a little bit more. His other arm's going to go down a little bit more. And then his legs are going to start coming back together. And his other legs are going to start coming back together. And then at 40, we're going to move him back. Oh. See how I screwed up there? What I did is I had position on, and I moved the whole positioning, and I had just his leg. Gotta make sure you select his whole body. And then we'll move him all the way back down to, well, whatever is ground. So right there. And then we'll take his arms, and we will finish moving them all the way back in. Now let's just check our work right here real quick, so just to give it a test. Woohoo! Like I said, it wasn't that good, but I told you this was going to be a slow jumping animation. Now, if you wanted a little bit faster animation, you could take your dots and move them a little bit closer together. And that would give you a little more faster jumping. But you just gotta work with it. It takes a little time to get used to, but then once you get it, it just kind of comes to you. So now we have a little bit faster jumping, kind of a little more realistic. But even then we can make it even faster. Now I do believe it's every 30 frames is a second. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this or anything. But I do believe. So there you go. You got a basic jumping animation there. But then once you do that, we'll have him wave or something. So he's right here. Boom. He lands. And at 35, what we're going to do is we're going to have his right arm start to go up. Start to go. Because we're not in the current frame. Right there. Start to go up a little bit. And then at 40, we'll have them go up all the way. 43. Down a little bit. 45. This is going to be a fast wave. And then at 50, we'll move his hand back down. And then we'll take his head. And we'll have him look a little bit more at you. Oh. So now let's just kind of look at that. So right there, he jumps, and then he kind of gives you a little wave and looks at you. So now, say you wanted to add an object, such as like a sword. So what you want to do is first you want to hit escape. Then you go right here. You're gonna click add. You go to item, and you go down here. You're gonna click. Let's have a diamond sword. Right there, and then your item is actually going to be underneath the ground. Since there's this little extra, you just kind of look underneath, right there's the item. And what you want to do, see right here it says item. So you go over here and we're gonna have, we're gonna start at the very beginning, like the first thing. We're gonna move his sword, and we'll hide it in the trees. I don't know why, but we will. We'll just hide it in the trees. And go forward. And, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Go forward. And there, and presto. Okay, so now it's hiding in the trees. Like so, and it's really not that noticeable, even though it's right there because you have all the rings. But now, so the first frame, the sword's just sitting there. He kind of jumps and he waves, and then we'll have it right. We pause it. So on he waves. Then at 55, we're gonna take his. We're gonna go back and we're gonna click right there so that it creates another keyframe, and then we're gonna have his one arm. And we're gonna have to get a side view here. We're gonna take his arm, and I think it's no, not that one. Here we go. We're gonna pull his arm out, and then we're gonna go to the other side, and then we're gonna click. Make sure we click on his other arm, and we're gonna put that arm out. Then we're gonna take his head, and we're gonna make it look at it, or we'll have him look up in the sky for now, and then at 60. We're going to have him look down. Because why we have him looking down? Because item 1, the sword, is going to... Well, first we need to have it in the laying down position. So we'll do that. And then we probably have to do a little... No, not that one. This one. Like that. And then like that. And then like that. So now it kind of looks like it's laying flat. And then we're just going to kind of line it up a little bit with his arms. Right there. And we're going to have this item go from where it was in the trees. And it's going to be kind of a fast moving. It's going to actually kind of drop from the sky. But then we're just going to come right here. And we're going to line it up a little bit better in his hands. Kind of like so. Then we'll pull it back a little bit. There you go. So now it kind of looks like it's in his hands. It's a little rough. There we go. That looks pretty good. So now if we watch this, we'll back up a little bit. It falls right into his hands. And now, right now, see, it went a little slow because it went over that long time period. But now, say we were... Oh, did not mean to do the scenery one. But this one, if we were to change that to go in the sky right there. So if we come back, we'll go at the very beginning. Oh, no, do not mean to do that. I just made 6 keyframes, but that's okay. Come back and we play it. It's there, it's there, it's there, and there. So as you can see, it fell, and it might have been a little fast, but if you undo this, it won't repeat. So there it goes. It fell right into his hand, and then we'll have him. Well, how long have I been going here? Don't want to go for too long. All right, so we're reaching the 15-minute mark here, so I'll try to wrap it up. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go from wherever that little thing is. You're gonna go to the next one. So 65, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Steve's right arm. Gonna go. Just hate when I do that. You don't click the arrow and things go way messed up. So we're gonna have his arm go down, and then we're gonna have this arm. We're actually gonna have. No, we'll have his other arm kind of swing in a little bit. And then we'll have, the sword. It's going to look dumb, but the sword's going to go down, and it's going to go up. like that, and then it's got to go this way, and then it's got to go down, and it's got to go, come on, give me that red one, there we go, that way, and that way. So now it looks like it's in his hand. But I mean, obviously it's going to look dumb, but boom. So, I mean, that's a beginner's tutorial on how to do Mine-imator. And I hope you guys really liked. Oh, and to export, you're going to go over here. This is how you save. You just click the save button. You can name it, whatever you want. Save. And then to export it, you don't want to export it as a screenshot, but as a movie. You're going to click this. You're going to choose where you want it. And so we'll name it. Spelled that wrong, but oh well. Save. And then you're going to click OK. Then it's going to go over here. Do not press full frames uncompressed because it's going to look terrible. I go with Microsoft Video 1. Fraps Video Decompressor is okay. But otherwise, we'll just do Microsoft Video 1. Don't change the compressor quality. It's fine there. Click OK. OK. And then as you can see, your little video here is going to render out. And I'll show you this at the very end of the clip. And I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye.